Hello, my name is Rainer Hanekamp and this is ngNews with the latest updates from the Angular community every week. The monthly Q&A session took place, as always, with Mark Thompson from the Angular team and this time with Alex Rickabaugh, who is the tech lead of the Angular framework. And these are the main takeaways. Alex clarified why Selectorless got downgraded. Selectorless was a planned feature that would have allowed us to refer to a component in the template via its class name instead of its selector. That would have also removed the necessity for the double import.
But largely what happened to Selectorless is AI. There's a lot of value in AI having kind of a consistent, well understood syntax that it's authoring against. So AI, we noticed, was actually rather good at writing modern Angular templates when you gave it the right instructions to do so. But it kind of changes our math a little bit on how we think about evolving the framework. That would have been hugely negatively impacting the ability of AI to generate modern Angular code at a very critical moment when everyone was starting to figure out how to use these tools with all of the frameworks that are out there. And so we have kind of a temporary pause on doing kind of big breaking changes.
And there was also the reoccurring question about skills versus MCP tools. And here Alex said,
skills are kind of a newer thing that is largely starting to replace MCP. The agents are actually really good at just using standard CLI commands. So if you give the agent a CLI that it can call just like a human would in the terminal, they have a tool call for like running a shell script, running a shell command, then they're able to work with that. So a skill is like a more general purpose way of giving the agent information about a memory or a system or a process that you want it to follow.
The Angular Plus show released a new episode about Zoneless testing. Guests were Andrew Scott from the Angular team, Younes, Jaaidi, and myself. It was a very lively discussion, and Andrew explained why zoneless testing becomes better although we don't have access to waitForAsync or fakeAsync anymore.
But one of the big reasons was that like test body operates in the root zone, so it does not like tickle the Angular zone to say like, oh, I changed something and then run change detection automatically. It's like anything you're doing in the test body is completely, Zone.js doesn't know about it. So you'd have to like wrap every single call in an individual run if you wanted it to work exactly like an app.
Another discussion point was also the auto-tick feature, which was released in the week of the recording. Auto-tick was already part of a former episode of ngNews, but in short, it makes handling asynchronous tasks with fake timers much easier. But Younes pointed out that auto-ticks and fake timers in general are not really his first choice.
I always say keep fake timers as a last resort. Also for another thing is I'm afraid that people, especially with LLMs, might have tests that are using both real timers and fake timers in the same time. For example, you mount a component and then that's when you set up the fake timer. So your component might be using a set interval or something that is the real implementation, but when you click or you interact, you're using the fake one, and that's good luck.
Angular conferences have already seen better times. ngRome had to move to the second half of 2026, and NGDE, Germany's Angular conference, was cancelled at all. So from now on, at the end of each episode of ngNews, we are posting the upcoming conferences, at least those that we are aware of. And that's it. I wish you a nice week and see you in the next episode. Goodbye.